So we got the video on screen. Yeah, Train will be the first, so Liquid get to kick things off on one of the stronger CT side maps in the pool, and then they go into their choice of Mirage. So if Liquid pick this opener up, I can see them winning the series 2-0.
So it kind of starts here for Passion. Train, your pick. Grim says it's a comfort pick. Let's find out whether or not they can start this series as they mean to go on a fight for survival between Liquid and Passion.
Yeah, that is, I guess, very important stakes because of the extra pressure. Heavy over towards B early.
Nuts is hearing this, but he wants to fight, and he's going to track. Does get one. It's Elige as well with a chip in. He's going to be committed to the corner. He wants to play forward here. Kvem's trying to close that gap, and Elige looking good. Sharp shot for the second. Just dips out and removes Kvem. Nyx will find the necessary rebuttal.
Yeah, it was impossible to help Elige there. He was committed, so had to find his way out. But Shui has now palmed up the high ramp, and this is the bomb.
It is, and a nice opportunity for Nyx to have brought down Shui. Forces him away, so a bit more territory gained. Naf is considering a flank, but doesn't want to go overextending.
Yeah, he's also miles away, right? So that's the problem if they do commit into B. Ultimate and Shui need to hold them at the door.
Okay, lots of space for Grim. Moving on forward. Look at that one tap. Doesn't quite nail it. Shui on the ladder. Hard to track.
Gonna get the plant.
It should be. Yeah, Nyx gets it in. Grim, half of his magazine gone. Has that flank onto Ultimate potentially. Who's going to hit the headshot first? Grim, that's a lot of missed shots.
Labored.
And that is a nasty way for the pistol to go down. That will already start sowing seeds of doubt in the Passion camp.
Okay, I think the fact that they got the bomb down is good.
Yes.
Right? I think that the shots there didn't look great out of anybody to close down that round, but that went both ways. The way that that started, Nyx was actually past Nerds, so they were much quicker on the timing than that flash was ready for. So this is the exchange again. You can see here, yeah, Nyx is literally behind Nerds by the time that frag happens. Elige does well to get another. Getting the bomb down, consolation considering how that kicked off, and then it looks clean with the final finish, but we saw it was labored before they can get there. So bomb going down does facilitate a force. We're going to see 3 Galils, 2 of which don't have head armor behind them, a UMP and a Deagle up against a fully fledged rifle round for Liquid. It's just a Famus. Again, heavy Lear over towards B to start. Some util thrown towards Yard to keep them busy, but Nerds is aggressive again.
Yeah, he's not letting off the gas, is he? This is kind of making a bit of a statement of intent. And now he pulls away, draws attention, and Shui. Oh, he profits as well. Swing for the trade. Hauser gets it. Elige down after 1. It's a bit more bloody than they would have liked. Nuts, he is playing a very aggressive brand of Counter-Strike here. Nyx will bring him down, but the damage done. Nyx already starting strong, but he's just run on down the ramp into Nafli's loving it. Embrace. Famas finds him.
He upgrades into a Galil. Okay, couldn't get one of the M4s. And you saw right there with the forward position of Nerds, the first bullet out of the gun into the head of an unhead armored opponent of Kvem. He's removed immediately. If he had a head armor, maybe there's a chance he doesn't go down straight away. So this, yeah, as you mentioned, it gets pretty dicey, but it is against a force like this, so you're happy to get past it with denying the bomb. It doesn't go down this time, and you will be up against the full eco. Oh, what happened here? Oh, no. Okay. Just a... Oh. Well, that's back where he started. All right. Well, as long as he's happy.
Sometimes my mouse mat's not the right type of diagonal.
Yes.
Ultimate has made this eco...
It's over.
Quick.
It is very quick, isn't it? Okay. Just Halzerk. And he's gone too. So that is a quick third round of play, but we now will bring out the guns. Halzerk's AWP could be equipped right now if he would like. Has enough to get Kevlar behind it. Will not be the opportunity for head armor. And it's going to depend on what the game plan or the call is. Now, the fact that he hasn't bought it is telling me that he's asking the boss man the question, or at least waiting for the call from JT. Still yet to buy. 4, 3, and he's in with the AK. So no AWP just yet. Also, spawns could be telling of what type of play is going to be made, but lobs out a sandwich smoke from the Instas as they throw through 2.
It's a very early lurk smoke.
And they want to really deny that pop control, don't they?
Hard commitment to the Ivy fight. Now, Naf had a chance. He feels that pressure. Kvem feels like he's done enough, falls back. And his boys have taken some space here.
Now you'd want to execute. If you know they're playing for pop, if you go for this B execute quite quickly, Nerds' rotation is going to be far away. You took a duel on Ivy, you have a good idea. You don't know for 100% that they are playing aggressive pop, but the way that the stance of the util, it tells you that they probably were. So Nerds has no rotation. If they execute right now, all is on Nerds. Shui's trying to hedge over, but he's not going to be there in time.
Yeah, he's got an awful lot of work to do. He's standing in the Molotov, burns down to a crisp. Nix finds the finish. They're going to give this a go. Flash through the smoke, trying to get some space to stretch their legs. Elige is going to take that fight with Nix. He's going all the way around for it. JT will be punching in the code, and yeah, already looking uncomfortable in the 5-on-3. Do Liquid even want to have a go?
Well, Naf's worried about the Ivy Lurk still, so as he worries about KVM, this is just going to mean that Ultimate and Elige need to fight their way out somehow, but they are having a look.
Here they are. Ultimate should be dead. Oh my goodness, Grim. Finds Ultimate some bulletproof corrugated iron.
Elige might go overlooked here. No, never mind. Spotted his feet under the board and gets wall banged. Now, this is slow response time from Liquid, right? They were rustled on the play because Nert's throwing in that pop molly that you saw him. Runs up low ramp, throws it in towards the entrance to pop, is showing that he wants to make sure the T's can't drop straight in. But once they throw their own and then a smoke on top of it, somebody has to be rotating back. That responsibility could have been on Naf, but he was kept busy with KVM early on that initial exchange that we were highlighting, and Nert just got sold down the river. So that right there is showing that slow rotation time is really going to cost you, especially with how direct Passion can like to call. Ultimate just hoping he wasn't spotted there, but here it is. You get to see little tippy toes underneath as JT demonstrating to you. I'd be feeling a bit, like, okay, so Nerds has two options there. One, he should have stayed more aggressive and tried to do damage so they couldn't execute, or dropped all the way back to play retake.
Kind of ended a weird middle ground, flashed into flames.
Grim spotted the player on red, and again, they infest the brown walls. Ultimate's AWP posted in pop. And it looks like it wants to be more of the same as Grim is coming over to join this, so they'll push back pop. Can Ultimate get one?
It's going to be Flash, but I think he's tight enough on the line. He does get his opportunity, but jiggled out. Missed shot.
Yeah, it's just been left alone again. I'm so surprised. If you watch the M80 game, Passion UA were just doing a lot of set pieces.
And the game plan is working. Shui looks like he's coming over now.
But, well, he's got a smoke and a molly.
Poor guy, he's just booked, and that's surely sight gone. Round one. They'll have a look. Elige, head-to-head with Grim, ex-teammate on for a 4-on-4.
Oh, Naf's found the lurk. Okay, now they can focus on the retake. They've got kits for this. They've got good util as well. Couple of mollies, couple of smokes.
Elige isn't rushing this as well. Shui plays for the fade. Halzag last seen towards Thomas, and it's a free headshot for Shui. Halzag looking a bit silly. JT, though, loses his partner in crime. Nix goes down, and Elige, a really nice, stable retake from Team Liquid. Finding that lurk as well on main. Freed them up.
Yeah, it did look like Nerds was sold again there, but able to hold out this time. So that is confidence inspiring. The bomb going down will facilitate another buy into the Passion UA camp. So right now, AK is equipped for everybody once more. We'll see if they want to try for more of the same. Obviously, there's been... damn, okay. What's all that about? Well, nice shot there from Shui either way, as we do catch this in the highlight package. And that one's going to feel good, right? To be able to win a retake like that. And, oh, I like this from Flashy, because he knows that they probably got away with one there.
Yes.
He does take the tack timeout himself, getting on the mic to say, boys, like, if we need to be ready for these direct plays, we can't just be leaving Nerds on his own. I would imagine that would have been the conversation before they got into this. But either way...
It looked like he just pointed down the line at Nert, said, that guy needs help.
Yeah, that guy does need help. Oh, he dropped his pen. Here you go, boss. Unless he's like, admin, hold my pen while I talk, and I'll take it back once I'm done.
All right, well, timeout elapsed. Team Liquid 4 on the CT side. Passion, definitely opportunities for that to have been a second there.
Ultimate has a good spawn right now for high ramp. I'd expect him to take it with the AWP. That way they can get some early information. Obviously, he can be smoked off, but that's information in itself. When we see teams play behind that toolbox and then jump up on the ramp on low ramp contact, they're out, mate.
Fast, yeah, okay. Punchy, like the call from JT, and just look at them cowering. Overlooked on the E-box. Oh, Shui couldn't spin in time. Perfect off the back of the timeout.
Well, you play heavy towards B to mitigate the problem that's existed in the last two rounds, and JT is the one who calls the change-up. So now you're going to have these two left in a tough retake. The cluster of players around the bomb train right now won't persist forever. So this could just be the save, unless Nerds can find anything over the cusp of that smoke. It's faded now, and it might just be holding on to the goods. So giving over a second. Love that from Passion. Quick shift of the gear. Outside explosion. And we saw this as well against M80. One of the keys on their yard plays is not only would they throw the sandwich smoke and, you know, the camera smoke and have all the flashes, there would also be harassment utility on some of the first timing peaks for the riflers. We saw like a molly double nade combo down into Hell that cost Lake. This time around, Elige gets caught by HEs. So those type of moves are going to remove the CTs from going to be able to spam through smokes. So it is a nice little addition to an outside play, and it's put the smile on the face of the Passion UA players.
I mean, it's always going to feel good, especially when an enemy team has called a timeout. You kind of theory craft as to what their adjustments are going to be and then completely just bamboozle and bulldoze them with a pace change out main. Not something you can course replicate. You can't just keep going back and forth, but they might try.
And again, it will just be Liquid playing off of brown walls and trying to play for pop control. Well, Ultimate is going to start over towards camera.
Same sandwich and lurk start.
Yeah, but now you can go back to the B play.
Once again, Nerds finds himself on that island. Elige a little quick, though. Ultimate trying his hand at testing on the flames. It was an opportunity onto Kvem.
Elige is here much quicker. Okay, so Flashy's tactical timeout has netted in faster rotations. We've seen them just try and walk out high ramp before, but I think they need a pushback pop before they go for a B execute again. And Kvem just gets to lurk. He puts an Ivy pressure, then he gets to be the main guy if he wants, or he could join the rest of his team. So JT setting up his crew on the fade of the smoke. Hanzok and Grim to peer in. It's just Shui playing on the jiggle to block. Oh, Halzok's played ahead of that.
Yeah,
he's got the bomb.
He's got the nade in his hand. Not the bomb! Did Shui see that? Did he register?
Doesn't matter. He can't do anything about it because of the molly.
Oh, you're right. Nyx has spotted out Nerds in the meantime. Still weird death. Nasty one. Will need to be retrieved. Grim tasked with retrieval.
Does that change the call now? Because it did feel like they wanted to push back pop and then head in towards B. Halzok makes the choice because of the incendiary that was thrown very deep. Thought he could scout quickly. Lurk smoke now. Nerds tucks in below this. Means Elige has to be worried.
Oh, yeah, he's good to have an angle here. I think he caught a whiff of Elige. Yeah, caught with a nade in his hand. Oh, the cover from Nerds keeps Elige alive. 7 HP, but Grim's pathing out into the site. Ultimate now overlooking it. Getting caught out. Good catch from Kvem. Finds Shui. Closing the gap is Grim. Trying to pressure the AWP. Ultimate some combat off.
There we go.
Passes the test. Puts his name in the feed and puts a 5th next to Liquid's name.
A couple of misses there from Ultimate, but makes good on it right under a lot of pressure. If he was unable to convert in that situation, that would have really left a mark in the Liquid finances. But is able to steady himself, and it's the Doc, TC. He's going to get on the mic. South African representation alongside of the in-game leader, JT. They like the initials over there, don't they? But the two of them were partnered up for an awfully long time. Then TC got let go from Complexity, ended up on Passion, and then when Passion wasn't working with the Ukrainians, he went, hold up, I know some guys. Maybe we can bring them over here. We know that finances were tough for Complexity, difficult to get sponsors in the North American realms, especially if your team's not bringing in any glamorous results. But one more of those now, and they will be forcing a partial out of Passion UA. So this one had some shaky moments, but this is what we're hoping for. The last two best of ones, if you missed them on the B stream, were Clinics. We're hoping for something a little bit more clutch heavy as Grim doesn't look comfy, does he? Desk adjustments, chair adjustments, but it's T-sided train. They've already got 2. There's still a bunch more rounds to be played. So if they can get 2 more, they can work with that.
5 going brown hole straight away. Oh no, excuse me, misreading the mini-map there. Typical pop nades. It's a main take. Elige!
Oh.
There's his corners! Oh, it is crushing blow!
Good
3 go down! Charging main, bringing the fight to the T's. JT's committed to that angle. Shui has a deeper line, and so there's only Nyx left.
Well, this one won't have any saves, right? So with the 2,400 coming into the bank balance next, it's going to be quite limited in what they can invest. So Nyx, give it a go.
Look, you
may as well. You are absolutely boxed in.
Shui's going to kill him as soon as he tries to bait him in. Ooh, I like the little bait and switch, and there's Nerds walking around the corner, catches him on the quick switch.
Okay, very well done. 6-2, 4-round gap, partial by now. There's the ability for a hero AK if they want in the hands of JT, some lighter upgrades. But this one here was a look. It's pretty common to see CTs go for the full crunch in main. It doesn't always work out that there's so many bodies in main. At least you won the round, Chief. The round was won.
Maybe that was from a previous round.
No, that was that round.
I refuse to believe that.
I guarantee you it was.
You just got like 3 kills in the opening and you...
Well, he didn't get 4, did he?
Okay. What? I don't believe that.
Well, you should. Nerds has ripped off Nyx's head with a low ramp push. Ivy is the pressure point.
Caught in the smoke is Grim. Trying to path out, trying to get cheeky with it. Kfem's the one that's actually pulled off a cheeky maneuver here through that Ivy smoke. 2 backs are turned, and that smoke will fade.
Oh, at least doesn't know. But they must have known. This smoke's been down for a while. There you go. We'll be spitting more chips after that one. Give me the Elise
reaction to that one.
Yeah, give us an instant.
Just a picture-in-picture.
He's wearing an aura ring, so I wonder how his stress looks as well. Someone give me his data. All right, well, the bomb's in no man's land, but Shuey should just be able to farm up the other 2 on this light investment.
Yeah, heart rate spikes when you get deagled in the back of the head, for sure. And there it is. Ultimate just puts it in.
Slightly concerning with, you know, a few of these little gaps, but he's... Yep.
High pressure game.
I'm not going to say anything.
It's an elimination game.
I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. Here it is. Oh, jump scare. You think they're losing?
Yeah. You won the pistol. It's all been kind of flowing quite nicely. 7 CT rounds.
You forced 2 tactical timeouts out of your opponent in the first half. But this is the moment that the game can shift.
Right.
Okay? So right now, 7-2. I said 4 rounds is enough. 3 rounds is also enough. Well, 2 rounds could be enough in a while. But from where I'm sitting in the bar, let's just say 4. So at this moment, Liquid know they still need to keep things tight. They have residual buys available for almost all of their players, so that's going to be all good even if they do lose one. But if you're flashy, you want to keep this as spotless as humanly possible. This is your opportunity to take your opponent's map choice, go into what used to be their permaban, a map that they are still working the flow out on, and get this one done 2-0. You're in a 0-2 game, the pressure's at its highest, you've been here before, that's where you found yourself in stage 2. And this is a whole higher caliber of opponent, but right now you match up against another stage 2 team. Mid play again. Stacknade's thrown deep.
Ultimate, ooh, missed shot, and with Grim opening up the account to Shuey elsewhere. It's Kfem that feels actually a lot of pressure. He's actually going to hear the retreat of Ultimate. Nyx onto Nerds elsewhere. It's the Nyx round. Grim out main. They're just aim mapping out yard. And it's worked out wonderfully.
This is in Naf's wheelhouse, though. They know that Kfem was Ivy, the other 2 out main. If they just keep waltzing his way, Naf can confirm this Ivy kill.
Well, Grim was smart to tuck in, but it does mean that Naf is perhaps in an undetected position. Could get the wrap around here onto JT. Nyx playing
so
heaven.
Late.
It's very late. Can't seem to find him.
Okay, yeah, well.
Hiding in plain sight, on the site.
Looks like he's just trying to get out of there now, so Naf not giving this one a go. Round will be given over, and there you have 3 added to the tally. So that is a great little round. We saw all the action towards Ivy. So Kfem keeping 2 players busy. That was an all-in call from Team Liquid out the gates, right? It was a move over towards Ivy. They were unable to get that kill. Kfem actually gets to walk away with his life as long as he avoids the bomb, and does. But it was all the action out main. So when you're putting an extra man for Ivy, that does mean that your main and pop control is going to be a little bit lighter. So very well done there from Passion. We'll catch some of that in the replay, I'm sure. Yeah, so because of the choice to play heavier Ivy, everything else is going to be weaker on the defense, and you just saw them getting pipped. Halzerg has his AWP now. How does that change the flow? Do they want to head back into B and try and bruise outside of the map once more? Just 2 more rounds in this half.
Yeah, Halzerg's AWP's going Ivy.
It's quite fast. Kfem was very noisy.
Naf might be a little bit caught out by how far forward they are. Hits one headshot. It's the stray bullet into JT. I think he hadn't quite counter-strafed. It's Kfem that does find that immediate trade. And Lige, good tracking. Actually just perfectly one-taps Kfem out of the round. Finishes what Naf started.
Action on Shuey. Might get the timing here.
Yeah, he's got that back turn just as easy as that. Well played.
Bomb confirmed.
Dips away. Grim pulls that bomb straight into B. They are so disconnected, Chad.
Yeah, I'm just
Grim's
watching
planting.
the mini-map. It doesn't fill me with much confidence for Liquid, but they have a huge advantage.
Halzerg's coming in from the late flank. Grim needs to live as best he can. Tagged up an ultimate. Nert nearly caught with a nade in his hand. Shuey ready for that late Halzerg, and now they know where he is. Some damage, but it's not enough. An 8-4 Team Liquid comes in rather, I mean, convincing on the scoreboard, you know, 4 alive. But you had some doubts about the positioning on the minimap.
Yeah, like, the 3 players were essentially all around orange train, right? 6 train. I'm like, what's going on here? Like,
crazy little opening.
I know that Ivy was like a gap, right? But you've cleared out 3 players, or at least 2, and you know the AWP was there, right? So There's just some moments where I'm looking at it and thinking it's not so connected, which tells me that the comms are not clean on Liquid at the moment. And maybe that's also piling in with Elijah's stress. But Shuey with 14 kills. The captain putting in a shift right now.
I was impressed he was ready for such a late arrival of Halzerg. Good understanding of where he started and how far he could have gotten off to. Ooh, Elige versus Grim. Flash, incendiary combo, cover from Nav. These two been playing in Counter-Strike servers for a long old time. Sure, a little bit of a break, but Elijah's returned.
Nick's going to play on the fade. Oh no, drops the molly in. Oh.
Still has vision, doesn't
It
matter.
works out.
Doesn't matter. And he's taken down the highest flyer. Shuey goes down, so that's a really important clawback from Nix. Feel like we've been saying his name an awful lot on train, and understandably, 11 kills if we're talking about Shuey.
They're all playing through pop.
We should be talking about Nix. Everyone is. And now from main comes Kvem. Elijah's ready. Elijah's fragging. That's his second kill on the low HP. Dips in for the AWP.
Oh, Nertz left
Nertz versus Halzerg. Oh, and he hits it on the cross. A 1v1. Elige not necessarily known to be an AWP player. Grabs a rifle. Halzerg doesn't commit to the bomb. Forced off by the flames. A bit of a battle of wits here between the North American and the Norwegian. Going for a ladder no-scope frag movie clip, and it's going to cost him. Smile on the face now.
Oh, it's a full spectrum of emotions in that first half for Elige. 9-3 on the half. We're going to a break, and we'll be right back for the conclusion of Train.
We're back in business. Best of three. Loser goes home. Major dreams dashed, and the end of their Counter-Strike season, the end of their year. We got Passion UA versus Liquid, both seen as American representatives, albeit only with a couple in each. We're getting into that second half. We've swapped sides, and Passion UA managing 3 on their T side. Chad, you kind of set the bar. That was the base layer.
Yeah, the fact that they were all gun rounds as well, right? So decent output, but you have to convert the pistol if you're only going to walk away with the 3.
Okay, high stakes game.
Odds provided by our official betting partner as we do get this one underway. Looks like it's a fast beat. Nix is here. JT's rotating.
Nix has got that P2000 primed and ready. JT doesn't get anything for free. Oh, good tracking from Nix. Keeps it up. Highest performer from Passion. JT with a chip in. Elige goes down. That bomb doesn't either. They're running out of chances here. Liquid getting picked apart. Passion UA. This is a must-win pistol. Nix has had a great pistol. Impact on the way in, catches one on the way out. That's going to put a smile on the face, and that's going to put a little bit of belief in the ranks.
Yeah, great round from Nix. Yeah, he's the heaviest hitter right now for Passion, 14 kills. The next closest on his team being 3 players on 5. That's Grim, JT, and Kvem. And JT just got a couple there within that pistol to convert. So that's now what we're cooking with, right? This is exactly what they need to start working back into this game. Halzerg didn't have a great first half, but T-side, we know how difficult it be. for Orpers, right? So some really nice shooting, and good that they haven't given up, right? I could see them just chilling within that halftime break, and that's good because you are knowing that you're about to go to war in this second half. You know it's going to be difficult, but you know if you lock in, you can deliver a CT half just as good as what Liquid did. So it will be an eco, and it will just be peeled apart. Naf versus Kvem. We've seen their duels over towards Ivy. Kvem gets another. Now, we started off yesterday with Liquid versus Spirit, and they were getting blown out of the water. The only rounds that Liquid were able to win was over towards B, right? They were doing B executes into Zwei and Tania, and that B bomb site left a lot to be desired. Every time that they decided to go anywhere near main, Donk went, who the hell do you think you're playing against? And gave him a serve. He ended that with a 2.38 rating. He ended with 30 frags, 20 of them being headshots, an ace on the pistol round, an 11.72 swing, and 137.2 ADR. He was 4-1, right, in terms of opening duels. He had 7 multi-kills. He was just an absolute monster. There was nothing you could do against Donk if you were trying to go out main. And he delivered time and time again when asked upon. And when Mirage was asked about that in the interview for the next game, he was like, yeah, Donk just smashed us. We didn't even get a chance. And he was right. But now, you've got a lot of chances. You start on the CT side, you're warmed into this. You lose the pistol, sure. You're not going to get anything done on this eco. That's fine. But now that you're into the guns, are you one-trick ponies? Can you only pull off B executes? Because if that's the case, JT, TC, they're going to be well aware of that. And Nyx, the inside anchor, is in good form. So Liquid, you can't rest on your laurels. The first half doesn't matter anymore. It's about your T side. You can take that first half out of the equation. Start from squids, and away we go. Well, it's 2-0 if we're going with that.
First opportunity with the AKs in hand.
Very heavy. They want Elige.
Yeah, just straight in is Kvem. Elige versus Kvem. Just force him back. This Nerds and Shui duo are going to be the ones trying to work towards that box horse control.
Yeah, this is what's problematic, right, is these two players postured in pop. So unless you block them, right, they're going to clamp down. Yeah, Nyx is going to push high ramp, JT's going to put... You're exactly where you want them.
Yeah, and Shui has already had a very audible reload. Oof, easy for Halzerk. Gets it. Important from JT activates. Nerds can be the difference maker, but they know exactly where he is. How's he supposed to win this? Incendiary doesn't spread. Grim is running at him. Ooh. Oh, and he clears him out cleanly. So a man advantage after the dust will settle. Block smoke thrown. Elige partners up with Naf to try and overcome this disadvantage. Now, don't forget that bomb is under their control.
Elige should wait.
Yeah, you think he would.
Elige really needs to wait.
He could. And he should, but he won't. Puts Naf into a near unwinnable one.
Even if, so in this situation, what could have happened was Elige could have gone into White Walls, waited. Naf could have either come back to join him and they can at least try and trade. Even though it's really pokey corridors, it's never going to be easy, but at least there's trade potential. Now Naf has a 1v3. Alternatively, Naf could have tried to work through main into pop to open up another angle, which could have then given Elige a door, instead of just going in for that fight immediately. Right, that move was perfect. That shows me that Passion have sat there and gone, all these guys had yesterday against Spirit was B executes. So what we're going to let them do is we're going to let them take Brown Walls control. They can have it, because then they're exactly where we want them to be. We'll throw a block smoke, we'll start pathing up pop, JT walks through the low ramp smoke, Nyx activates high ramp, and they just clobber them. There is so much. The comms are chaotic at that point, and there's not enough bodies for Liquid to deal with it. 9-6, very well done from Passion UA.
Yeah, that's convincing scenes that we're going to have a competitive half after all. 3T rounds now quickly becomes 6. With 3 CT on the trot. First gun round falls through Liquid's fingers, and this is that crunch you were talking about. You can see this rundown of Nerds. He was put in such a horrible box.
Yeah, Halzerk's been loving that as well.
Feels good, rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it does. Plenty of Counter-Strike players are saying that one. So, saved AK, upgraded pistols. Unfortunately for Naf, unless they can get the bomb down now or he can get a couple of kills, it's going to be a pretty limp buy for him going forward. So, you're really hoping for Naf's sake into the next rifle round that they can get something. He's going to be the spearhead of this. Right now, Nerds is tasked with watching the B pushes. I can't believe Nerds is crosshair.
How bad is it? Oh, he's got the granddad crosshair.
Yeah, not everybody can see it, but it also depends on what resolution, right? So could look slightly different, but that looks ugly as hell. Again, another staunch hold in pop as the rattles off a shot. So jiggled out, info given, and they're going to go knock on the door of Ivy again. But Passion really like to keep moving. You know, I know once you have the info, you're going to use that against us. So we'll keep this dialogue shifting. Kvem is going to play jiggling on the back of the 6 train. How's it playing new box? Grim forward on red. Kvem set up for probably a multi here unless Naf gets a clean trade.
The Naf trade with that saved AK-47. Ultimate just path in. Kvem versus that Naf. AK. Beautiful. Oh, he's nailed it. Okay, beautiful. Kvem in the server with a 3. Liquid sent back to T-Spawn, still with empty hands on this attacking side.
All 5 staying alive is huge, right? Because moving into this with the win bonus getting injected into the bank balance, they are all looking flush for cash. Naf can get in with a Galil, so no AK for him, and slightly lighter on with U2. So for the player tasked with pushing the back off of Ivy, you'd love to have a molly, you'd love to have the smoke, you'd love to have a couple of flashes, right? You want to push the AWP off the line, then you want to throw a lurk smoke, then you want to molly him back so that they at least sow in the seeds of doubt. So is going to limit the possibilities for Naf. What's the opener called? Remember, if you're a one-trick pony, you know you've got his B hits, and you can't successfully pull off a B hit.
You ain't got any tricks anymore. Ooh, that's something. That's an opening kill onto Grim. Elige flashed, pushing smokes. Lovely to see.
Big miss.
Not what you want to see from Halzerk's AWP. Doesn't look like he's going to pay the ultimate price. He will get away with his life. 12 HP of it anyway.
Does JT really want to try and turn the screws, aware that Elige could be loitering around in main after that exchange? Well, now it does make a B execute a whole lot easier. If they can't find one of these loose pieces on the other side of the map, then Halzerk is just going to have to play retake with this AWP. Nerds is going to be able to pop out high ramp. Should be an ultimate between the two of them. They've got a little bit of util. Smoke, molly, flash. Get that molly down towards Con. Get the smoke in play as well. It is just Halzerk full retake mode. And oh, hold up. Trying to get.
Ooh, head to head.
I'd rotate a second man now and I'd play 2-2.
That's exactly what's happening. Kvem's on the move. A little bit of an overextension.
Kvem has great nades to block. If he can get the molly down now.
He has thrown it. Is it too early? Is it too late? Gets that headshot anyway. Okay, just mincemeat. Running down into the spray. And Shui left. I mean, it's winnable with the health. Look how battered and bruised they are. He spotted 2 there towards Connector. That's JT and Halzerk.
Well, the plant would go a long way. Get you another buy.
Okay, gets 1. Kvem is the unknown towards device side. Throws out a smoke. Will he go for the plant? Will do so. Kvem's going to try and walk in, find the angle on the uncrouch, and if he does, it could be traded. Nice attempt. A clutch comes down to a 1v1, and it's Kvem with 3 HP that picks it up for Passion.
Okay, good output from Kvem here. Something that was highlighted is just going back to get this AWP. Flash is going to call it down to a timeout. The diffuser will come in a little bit later than everybody's going to expect. Don't worry, he hasn't disconnected. He's just doing good reconnaissance. But the molly thrown towards Con there, if you don't throw it deep enough, you're actually able to stand on the barrels behind and get that low ramp angle. And that's what we saw him do, right? He's able to punish them. The whole point is you want to throw it in so it's deep enough to push them off of that angle so that you don't have to worry about it anymore. So an opportunity. Elige gets you the opener flashed against Grim to start off the round, and then you can't convert the 4v5, and that is problematic. So the bomb does go down. That will facilitate another buy, unless they really want to get out an ultimate AWP, which could see them go into a partial now. But what felt like a pretty mundane par for the course, oh, we've had smashes all day, 9-3. 3 rounds is enough on the T side. As long as you do exactly what Passion are doing right now. Get the pistol, get the conversion, deal with the first rifle round. Right now, they are the ones who, I understand, still have a 1-round gap, but it feels to me that the flow of this game has completely shifted. This is what I'm talking about, right? He gets to stand behind the flames. He also constricts them at low ramp as well.
Such a perfectly timed Molotov as well.
Great output. JT lining up the team main block smoke, so the change this time. You won't see them thrust themselves forward into main control. And they do buy in again. Kvem is pushing Ivy. He might catch Ultimate, who's just standing with nades out.
Oh, you're right. He's a complete
Ultimate's
sitting
not even acknowledging the Ivy smoke.
He's not even thinking about it as a possibility. JT swings pop, but Kvem's still just playing around the edge of that Ivy smoke. I mean, he's so lucky to be alive. It's going to fade soon.
I don't even know if he's going to pick deep, though.
Okay, okay.
Now he picks deep. Oh,
no, they're not good. Oh, no! It's gone wrong for Kvem. Naf has adjusted in time. The damage was done. He got dinked at range.
Oh, okay. Well, another round for Liquid where it starts 5v4 in your favor.
Sure, but that can change in a drop of a hat.
Especially with them aggressive in main like this. Grim, he's so forward.
Ooh, they're both there. JT attempting for the double. Need that trade.
But
at least provides they might overlook Grim. You wouldn't be expecting someone to be so pushed up. This is such an audacious maneuver from Grim. He Might just get a freebie here onto Elige. Yeah, pathing straight past him. Elige sideline gets the double. Naf loses the bomb, then likely the round. It's Nerds activating out pop. Grim reads it like a perfect book. Naf might just be, Nerds might just be, ooh, caught off guard. Looking the wrong way, though. Nerds still hits the flick back, makes it a 2-on-2.
Someone has to get the bomb. It has to be Nerds.
He doesn't want to rush it. Worried about an AWP being on that line, but he will be able to back away.
Okay, well, he is starting to make that move. Shui's going to smoke off camera, and he's going to molly Hell. That helps Nerds now get out into Yard. The next thing I have to worry about is going to be that of Connector. Well, Howzer's going to play through the camera smoke on Nyx's contact.
Just like that, spots out the heads. Nice headshot provided by Nerds, but now Howzer has to be the hero for Passion UA. Doesn't hit it. And there they are, breaking through. Liquid with their first to show on the T side, trying to match that output from Passion of 3.
Okay, so it didn't come with a B execute. The opening kill came their way. And in kind of both occasions, right? Elige getting Grim coming into main in the previous, and this was that Ivy push. So KVM, obviously he doesn't know, and he's trying to mitigate the risk there. He's thinking Naf might play around his lurk smoke. Well, Naf's still at range, and can understand this from Howzerk. The whole point of that situation is Nyx take contact, and then Howzerk plays through, but Nyx doesn't get anything for the troubles. Howzerk is having a very tough map, only 5 kills for the AWPer.
He's one of those players where it's kind of feast or famine, isn't it? It's like he's either found it and he hits those. We've seen him have a couple of like kind of nasty misses, whereas previously, you know, they're nonchalant hits.
If I was picking a nightmare attitude team, like for like huff and puffs down mics, it would probably be Howzerk, Grim, and Elige would be my top 3 picks.
That's true. They are very...
I'd add Justin in there as well.
Yeah, sure. Okay, you've got the dream squad there.
Yeah. Well, and then it would be me, I guess.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That's the 5-man rotation.
I think I'd last 1 map.
Everyone would just mute their mic by the end of the pistol.
Jeez.
Huffing and puffing and blowing their house down.
Okay, so with all that residual cash, a full buy for Passion. Looks like there might be a gear shift out main, or is it just pop, harass utility? Elige making a move.
He is. He's going straight out. He's had enough. He wants first blood, and he wants to take it by force. Does manage so. Actually, Grim steals that away from him. Removing Shui from the pack. Grim noted towards Hell. That molly makes life difficult. Elige is hunting him down, but it's actually KVM, excuse me. Back 6 gets it, keeps Passion with the advantage, backs away, doesn't go down to the flame.
They're fully committed to this now.
You've got ultimate spotted and executed. That's a little flash of the other side of Howzerk. Quick removal of the rival AWPer, extending their advantage deep now with the bomb lost. It's already feeling quite helpless.
Yeah, Naf is really unable to contribute to this, so unless Nerds can make a play, but just the way that they have this covered, these are not easy or traditional angles, right? This is obviously more mid-round, and you're not in chaos anymore. You're going to be taking these fights with your boots feeling somewhat planted. Now, Naf doesn't even have a flash to try and flash up a fight for Nerds. They're going to have to jiggle out some contact, hope they draw some eyes, or this one is going down the Swanee quite quickly. 2900 lost into the next, and now they're having a gander.
Oh, nice shot from Nerds. Catches JT on that little jiggle. And now Naf plays. Hoping attention is drawn, as you discussed. It's Nyx that's just looked away. Really brutal. He's tucked in. Naf's going to call it clear. Now susceptible to the flank. Is he going for the toe spam? Yes, he does. Catches Howzerk with his dogs out. Nyx has got that flank, though. Naf's not ready for this. He called it clear. Nyx was tucked this whole time. Now Nerds comes to activate. He just turns away. KVM will catch him on the walk through. Passion, quick response. A chaotic round that then boils down to a really swampy mid-round.
Yeah, I know that it's when one door closes, another one opens. That felt like when one window opens, another one closes, right? With the timing there and all of that.
Oh, God, yeah.
There was just so many gaps that looked possible for both teams, and that is the result that I think you're expecting based off of the opening exchanges. So going out main, Grim gets one. This is a nice little adjustment there from Howzerk into ultimate. Nerds does take down JT. There is this gap. If Naf was prepared for that, that's a round-winning swing. But just going to be the partial now for Liquid. So it should be a chance for Passion to tie things up 10-10. But they are going to try their luck at a B execute again. Howzerk heading over. I think JT's coming swiftly too. He just blocked deep pop and he's going back to connector. KVM's coming as well. They have the full read of the situation right now. They will have 4 players on the B bomb site to dispel Liquid.
Would have to be one hell of an execute, wouldn't it? Here they come. Counter mollies land, a deeper one as well, added to the variation. You're running through flames. KVM's already removed one of you. Good angle from Nyx. Sprays down one. Ultimate trades. Angle's working out for them. KVM's had output running into the stack, and the likely result is found. 10-10. KVM with 3.
Based off of that rotation, Liquid must be like a picture book to read.
Yes.
Because how early that came in, there was no Ivy presence, there was nobody in main. They just went, oh, there's nothing. Let's just, they rotated everybody bar Grim to the B site.
And within, what, 20 seconds of the rip?
Yeah, so that's something that you might need to go back to the drawing board if you're Liquid, if you do get to play on after today. But that'll be in question if you don't win this. Mirage up next, your choice. Nuke is the third and decider. And if it goes the distance, I take Passion in this one.
Grim's once again playing this aggressive org. Up close, one-shot headshot, pushing down the low ramp. Kvem goes wide this time with empty hands. Nix springs to action. JT draws attention. Limited by the incendiary, rather the Molotov. Ultimate will be getting that bomb punched. It's Elige hunting them down. It's Grim with that flank as well. Passion UA versus Liquid in a 4-on-4. Nix finding that level up. Finds his 18th frag.
They're not ready for the Grim flank.
No, this Grim flank is going to come as a bit of a surprise, but there's a NAF flank on JT. Grim, oh, he got flashed off. What are the chances that's a team flash? Could be awkward. Never mind, JT's caught them both.
But it's a default plan.
Gets awkward now.
What's NAF meant to do?
Absolutely nothing. Can't do a thing. JT just stands and bangs for 3. Liquid left wanting in this one. Starting all sunshine and rainbows, a 9-3 half, and it's just disintegrating before our very eyes. The advantage now lies with Passion. And a timeout called by Flashy. I don't know if that's his last.
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
3 out of 3.
It is. Okay, because Grim's flank came in because of the main push, NAF's popped the entire time, right? So they're not expecting the around-the-world maneuver, but yeah, that is not even really the undoing, was it? It wasn't like his flank is the one that won the round. It's NAF coming in through con behind and everybody else dying. If someone is going to make the move that NAF just did, you need to survive. And they tried to press up. They couldn't get what they were looking for. Then they're marooned on the site, and that makes it very systematic for the CTs on the retake, right? You're talking through key positions. The whole point is when you have them restricted to connector, right, in those positions is where you need to keep them. As Kvem doing his best Grim impression.
Yeah, I think, you know, his body, I guess, you know, you kind of become, it's like liquid, you know, you just take the shape of your container.
Sure, yeah.
Be like water.
Okay, well, they've shoved all in. 2 Galils make it 3. But this main control again, going to play through.
Thinks twice about it this time. Oh, it's the pop action again. Shui and Nerds have definitely had their fair share of woes up against this aggression. The fact that the Halzer's
Molly feels like it does nothing.
Doesn't push them too far back.
JT's throwing a block smoke.
Oh, Halzerg, that combat orb, that's a frustrating death for Nerds. Now Shui has to throw out some block util.
You need your Ivy players to play, but they're also quite low. The map is so small right now.
Oh, he pushed through the
God. The map is tiny. This round is done. We'll call it 12.
12?
See, this is it. This is what I love to see, right? When we have such heavily CT-sided maps and people see the first half score, they just go, oh, this is a non-starter. No, this is exactly what you expect at the top tier of Counter-Strike. This is about the blue wall, showing that you can do it as well. And when you pick this map, you know you're starting on the T side. You've set the bar before you've even gotten into the server. You say, boys, if we get the pistol, yeah, maybe we can have a conversation about 4 or 5. We don't, 3 or 4. That's all good. And right now, just trying to scrap together this 3v5 disadvantage situation, Liquid. You have 1 round on your T half.
Grim against his former team, turning it around with his new boys. Running him down. Look at the timing. Impeccable. And it's Liquid that are wincing. Grim, spectacular. These timings on the flanks, puts himself up the top of the board with Nix, who had a great shift in that first half.
It's just been nothing, though, for Liquid, right? What territory have they ever had? Ever since the first rifle round where the game plan from TC and JT was, yeah, we'll let them try and take the Brown Walls control, and then we'll have 4 players ready to unravel them. There's just been nothing. They haven't been able to get any Ivy conditioning. They haven't been really being able to put too much pressure on main. There's been that one time that Elige won the fight. They're not using the lurk smoke. If you're not going to play late round train, you have to be able to get more space than what you're getting right now, and it's too little too late, I think.
JT's just ready to take the duel. Elige strafes in, happy to oblige. Thank you very much. Opening kill. Round 23 could be the last on train. Passion's pick, it was a must win. Chad explained why. Heading into the unknown charted waters of Mirage, a former permaban. Flash and go. Shui's booked. Oh, he just holds down the trigger. It does find Grim. It's JT that stabilizes, but the labored spray leads to Ultimate finding the trade. A 3-on-3. Weird one now. Getting into that mid-round.
I think you play retake B. Oh, Nyx. Mate, the first half was Nyx, right? And then coming into the pistol round, he had back towards B.
You're praising those three, and I think Nyx is a big reason as to where they came from. Nerds is actually ahead of this. This might be a surprise. Oh, we got him off the ladder. Great movement from Halzerk in order to secure that information, but not ready for the walk-up from Nerds. Booked and planting. Ultimate securing. Nerds holding. Catches Nyx on the crouch peak. It's Kvem in the clutch. He's got Nerds. He could do it right here. Ultimate, because he jiggled him out. Kvem is the dink! Oh, so very, very close.
Okay, down to the wire there, and I think they were ready to get up and go have the team talk for map number 2. So they do snatch that one away. Very well done from Nerds. When he is able to get space, he's a nuisance. But so far, space has been the thing eluding Liquid. They brought the fight to them after the opening exchange for JT, and it's Ultimate there with that extra frag that really brings the muscle in this one. So close, but not yet. One more attempt. Full buy for both teams. Round number 24. Liquid win this, and we're going to OT, and then everything resets, especially the mental for Liquid.
Oh yeah, if you can overcome that. Ooh, Halzerk with an opening. Goes aggressive. Nerds is in hot pursuit of that repositioning AWPer though. Head in hands for Ultimate. Doesn't want to be watching this one. Just going to listen to the comms and hope it goes their way. Nyx has taken down another. Now Nerds is in a similar position. Kvem an overextension again. Naf will punish.
Okay, can't do that again, can ya?
I like this from JT. Low. With Kvem dying, he's just going to immediately make sure that like Ivy's not a problem, boys. You can get your numbers in the right place.
Yeah, well, Grim is going to have to give up yard space, right, if you do this type of a play, right? He can't play for Pop, he can't play for main, he just has to monitor it. Actually, Halzerk's coming in. So Nyx is going to play high ramp on his own, and the timing of JT looks like it is going to be able to snap into that of Naf. He's just going to backpedal into this and go down. This is easy.
Oh, that's going to be a sinking feeling in that Liquid ship.
2v4 now.
Shui and Elige. Grim, that's where the scope comes into play. Able to pivot, try and find that low ramp. Elige does put it down. It's a good cover. Nyx gets them both. They run down the ramp into his crosshairs. Passion take their map pick.
Yeah, they strike first blood in this elimination game. 0-2, stage 3, StarLadder Budapest Major, and the mental of Liquid will be tested now. They go into Mirage up next. They know that this is a map where they can strike back, but I want to have a nod of the hat to Nyx, who ends up with a haul of frags. I think they have been getting in Mirage reps here. So they're coming into this as a map that they're seasoned at the Major. Sure, it isn't the best results, but they are building, right? And every time you finish, it's like, okay, let's go back, let's review. What can we do differently next time? So there's a lot to say as a positive note in that regard. When you look at Liquid's Mirage wins, they beat Astralis here, they beat MIBR. So both these teams have beaten MIBR and Mirage, but theirs was in 1917. So Counter-Strike maths dictates this is possible.
Okay, love me some Counter-Strike maths. Let's get this one started then into map 2, elimination, do or die for Passion and Liquid.
Good stack out the gates from Passion, right? They've got 3 players over towards B, and that's where the Executor's getting lined up for.
Oh, JT's even got like this little reaction flash. He can like scuttle it across the floor so Nyx can get away if he gets that one tap, and it's coming. Ooh, he gets away with his life. Flash does connect. They want to try and jump out. They want to try and accelerate. Flash is back. Halzerk's there, tucked into the corner, tapping heads. Nyx is there as well. Awkward, it's Elige that stabilizes. JT's got a lot to do. Oh, a clean one on the fadeaway. Puts it onto Shui. A 1 versus 3 to get the ball rolling, to start with some momentum in your favor. Has he got it in him? Dancing around the pillar. It's Kvem. Pressure as well from Grim. They're trying to run him down. 2 of them closing in on him. Can Shui handle the chaos? He cannot. Grim takes it, and it will be Passion's pistol.
Yeah, JT, the difference maker there, wasn't he? That double kill, very well done for the South African. Big smile on his face.
And we don't know it, but he probably called the stack B as well.
Well, so, yeah, look, he's part of the brain trust. You got to give him something. But yeah, a little bit worried for Halzerk there, right? It was sketchy on the aim. Lucky JT gets this double. It's the fadeaway on that one. Beautiful. Clotheslines Elige, sends him to the Shadow Realm, and Eyebrow Razor there. So this is the way to get things going. Bomb doesn't go down, and Liquid will take the eco. So they're going to get the guns out into the next, but this is the perfect storm for Passion right now. Right, you win this, you go into the next rifle round. Let's say you're able to topple them there. In a round like this, you want to keep all 5 alive, right? You want to make sure that there isn't the bomb going down. You're not giving over too many casualties whatsoever. And if KVM can get activated on this map, I feel like they have this map in the map pool for him. I know that seems like a crazy thing to say, but...
I echo the sentiment. That's a lot of damage from the nade. These pistols wanted to go and search mid, and all they've found is bullets. Elysia's D connects onto KVM.
If Nyx could start heading over now, they can scavenge that M4. And yeah, he should, because they know where the last is, right? So the biggest problem is the bomb isn't loose. So, that, you know, by coming and doing this, you might give away the plant. But if you can grab it, which he has, okay, good. And now if Nertz doesn't get another frag, it should be fine. JT will worry about B. It does leave the gap in the mid avenue now. Nertz is going to come back over and see if he can find anything more. But assuming everything stays the status quo, it will be the rifles carried through. So handling the eco. I asked Flom the other day. Well, actually, I asked Twitter the other day, and Flom got activated there, and I pressed him for an answer on who he thought was going to win.
Oh yeah, what did
he was very political.
Oh,
so I wondered,
sat on the fence firmly.
Yeah, and I think it was the attitude of no matter what happens today, North America wins. Well, no matter what happens today, North America loses one team, and the other survives to play another day. So
it's this glass half full, glass half empty kind of situation there.
Dog eat dog world. Oh,
yeah,
he'll get the bomb. No, Grim's got him.
Yeah, Grim. Oh! Swings on out and catches a Deagle bullet. Nertz demonstrating his prowess on the Desert Eagle. Does way more than he was worth. They're going to double up towards CT. Nertz hears that.
4 bullets.
Has to tuck in on this. Just going to have to play it perfectly. They're coming in, wrapping around. Nertz, are you really capable? This would be ridiculous. Oh, it's not far off, you know. Yeah, Nertz, he knows he could have very well got another. Some stunning Deagle shots. We saw a couple from him over the course of the major so far, but not quite able to manifest the full conversion.
Well, that was nice, wasn't it? So putting a bit of a highlight reel here and doing more than they should have on
Bomb
that level of investment.
Kill. Yeah,
that's a great try. Lee's giving him some words of encouragement there. And that also keeps the money ropey. So what should have been a full buy round now has Grim on a poor MP9.
Ooh.
So this is where the opportunity to shift the dialogue early from Liquid. Very heavy right now presence towards middle and B. Now staying in spawn, nobody putting pressure on A whatsoever. Halzok and Nyx both starting short, so they're going to fight for mid control. Yeah,
there's the flashes over the top, and that top mid smoke provides cover. Chewie and Ultimate will get away. Nade does do good damage, actually. KVM with good timing on that. JT, ooh, he nearly lost his life there. But actually, it's KVM again. Chipping in through the smoke, catches a liege.
Okay, so this is where we need to really see the protocols on the CT side. What type of gaps can Liquid find?
Oh, that's a free frag onto Halzok.
Ooh, sketchy.
Yeah, stick to the taps. That Deagle works so much better. To claw back, catching Halzok, looking a little bit chaotic.
Well, there's the gap. Everybody else backed off. Halzok stayed around and gave one over.
Oh, and KVM does manage to dip away for a double.
Grim's pushed spawn.
Grim has pushed spawn.
Naf's going to hear him. Naf's going to hear him.
Oh, my goodness. Grim. Clothesline by Naf, makes it a 3-on-3. Nyx will start to probe. Goes further forward, hoping to catch them as they progress. Covering fire, nice from Ultimate. Mantles up, swing on out, spots the bomb. There's so much chaos on this Mirage already.
Both of these two are so low, though.
Yeah, Liquid should have this. KVM and JT. Maybe this double up. He's going to overlook the jungle. Yeah, spotting the barrel. Barrel! JT gets him.
They can't line up, though.
This is still winnable for Nafly.
He's going to pipe through connector.
Okay. Ships in the night type beat.
If they're worried he's gone underpass to B, that's the wrong call. Naf's going to be able to plant on A for free. No, he's going towards him.
Towards JT. Spots him out. JT's on the
There's not time for this now.
Okay,
oh,
what?
No.
JT takes down Naf. KVM and JT somehow wrestle back. Passion. Take the third, and Liquid, they are going to be miffed about that when you were talking about their mental, Chad. I mean, I think that's tilted you.
Yeah, if it's taken a dent after the map #1 loss, right now, this one could be a crack. This is...
what a weird round of Counter-Strike.
They were such a nuisance towards middle. Halzok overstaying his welcome, the kill back in, the back and forth, and okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, partial buy, AK in, heavy mid presence. They're trying to biff Elysia's pace.
I think for him to spot on the smoke break, fires off a pot shot. If he does dare go for more, might overstay his welcome. It's JT fancying his chances. He hits that,
Lucky
managed
he got
to hit
something.
one. Catches Ultimate with a stray bullet. Elysia's already up in window.
Yeah, this is beautiful from Elysia.
This is a really further forward than I think Halzok's going to be ready for. Has he even considered that as being a possibility on that smoke? KVM playing a jiggle. Oh, on the fade, spots them. Throws out Incendiary. They're running on in. Halzak does manage to punish Elise. Just had that bloodlust looking for the two players. Backs turn. They overlook, or he overlooks Halzak.
Okay, so that one was with pace. It was a full mid-biff. JT lucky to get one, but keeps it level at a 4v4, and then they just correct from there. So a pretty quick 4-0 start right now. We'll give you the guns back out. No ultimate AWP and no flashy timeout. Thought maybe going into the second rifle round, the coach would like something to say. Remember, there's two pieces of Hungarian representation here, other than all the fans. One of them being Torji in the Mouse jersey, playing right now. The other being Flashy, sitting and watching this all unfold. Oh, they're pushing around.
Very aggressive from Grim. He's definitely got an aggressive flair to him in this game.
But JT's here as well. He's a joker. If they move fast in towards A, no, they're not.
They're not necessarily. They'll park Shui towards Con. He's got a lot of room. And, oh, on the walk mid is a Liege. And what a shot from Halzak. Justin hands him a haircut. 2-on-2. JT really going for more here. They're above. How did he spin around onto Shui? Outrageous.
How do you cross this line if you're NAF?
Yeah, that's the question. He's asking the same one. The AWP's on the line. He just walks on into his demise. More brutality, more suffering. Ultimate and NAF's best efforts thwarted in a 1v1.
Yeah, tone setter. Oh, look at Nerds here. Just stumped. This is tough now. And so that was full gamble mode, right? Play heavy towards ramp. JT's here as well. He gets close ramp after the other two put in the grave, and frustrations on all the faces of Liquid. Nyx rotates over. JT with a miraculous double. Halzak hitting a couple of bangers. And there's the timeout. Maybe one round too late. This is Liquid in free fall. The bomb not going down. A couple of players on about the 3.5 mark, two with around 4K, and NAF is not a happy chappy right now.
No, quite the contrary.
It's an ultimate great. You know, gets the trade and more. I mean, huge shot from Halzak onto a lead.
Shot.
And this one, easy. Wow, Johnny.
Johnny boy, 8-3.
Okay, well, now this is a must convert, right? It's a partial buy. You're doing the hard work on the rifles, but you're having a scrap for him. Don't worry, they can't see him through the walls. He's back in spawn. They are grouping up for a B exec. It's currently just Nyx here on his own, jump spotting. Ooh, okay. He's tested.
He doesn't have an incendiary. He's just going to throw a smoke and hope that they run through it.
JT's here as well now. And JT with the spam. Ooh.
Spanks Alicia's bottom. Down to 39.
Now the nade could be potent. They are backing off. They're cancelling the B play. Alicia, his low HP, is that enough to really cancel this? Apparently so. So with the nades available, they could go back into an A execute, right? If they can get the ramp control, you can get the smoke for bench, you can get the molly for stairs, which is pretty meta. They could do up-down smokes if they want and use the molly elsewhere. Grim's tucked in towards Sandwich. So this is going to be a tough clear, and Halzak is playing over towards Ticket.
Especially because they're only molly's gone Palace. It's going to be much harder to force flush out or flush Grim out.
So he's going to be using that likely under the balcony right now, NAF.
Grim will have an opportunity for the multi.
And it means that Halzak should be able to maintain the line as well. It'll just be flashes.
You're right. Halzak looking the wrong way. Now works it out. Does have that sideline, trying to hold onto the ramp side. They're already slipping past Tetris. Grim goes down. Big one. How is he using a deagle like that to entry? Halzak playing for the retake now.
20
Sees
seconds.
The space. Bomb needs to go down. It's Alicia's job, tasked with doing so. It's actually in the middle of the side. Those bullets whistle past his ears.
On the fade, JT
Two
could
on the
be in
fade
trouble.
From the bench, JT's certainly vulnerable. Krem starts to probe in. Backs are turned. Too many backs are turned. Oh, it's just too easy. They collapse. Kvem with 3.
Shout out to JT there. I know that he doesn't do a lot in that situation, but what we saw, if he hung around either stairs or closer on the precipice of connector, he probably dies on the fade of that smoke.
3 people were looking for him.
Exactly. So the fact that he backs off, it allows these Ticket players to play first. And look at the faces of the Liquid players. They just continue to get sourer and sourer. You wonder if it could have been different if it was their map choice first, then into that a train. But that's not the status quo. That's not the situation at hand. And right now, 6-0. They just continue to layer these rounds on top. Now,
it's that blue wall they just played against.
But the bigger issue, I would say, at the moment is these rounds. A couple have been relatively clean, like that. 4 players staying alive, but there's been a couple with only 2 players surviving. So their money is still fragile. Liquid still have a way back in.
Just has to start sooner rather than later. Kvem's committed. Halzak's having a look, and Down goes Kvem. JT just the one.
Nice double from Mirage.
Just what he needed. Just what he needed. Same for Naf. Double kill. Now a missed shot from the AWP. Shouldn't really cost him. Nix goes down. And that's just a mid-biff that Liquid do manage to post around.
Yeah, the T1000 of Mirage just activates there.
I go mid, I kill.
Yeah, and that is necessary. And that was a full biff, right? So many bodies thrown into that, hoping to match the firepower output. Was that a passion? But if they lose this next one, just touching upon the financial ramifications, the money goes down the gurgler, they go onto an eco round, and Liquid can start stretching their legs, as I make sure I say that one properly.
Thank you.
They're going straight in towards an A-execute now. So Ultimate is just tasked with firing off the AWP, making it look like a default, throwing some mid-protocol utility. It's drawing the attention of Grim and Kvem. Grim is the A anchor, playing on stairs right now. 2 through Palace, 3 through ramp. Here comes the U2. Smoke for CT, up-down smokes as well. They'll get full control of this. It's going to be about the retake.
Yeah, how do you format this? A flash high from Grim. A nade smoke break. No, it's already across the default. Now the bomb's making it across as well. Spam doesn't do too much. Elise just down to 66. It's a good opening. Elise just molly spreads and removes Kvem.
Do you want to save now?
That's the question. You talked about the finances. This, if they put all their resources
No, it's playing
this,
forward.
It's giving them away
full
back
blind.
in. That's a big one from JT.
They've got a kit and a smoke. They can go for this.
Conversation. Hang on, the AWP's ramp. Okay, throw a smoke. Have a go. Taking a look. Tucked on sight. You've got a Liege and on Tetris. Can't see all of their cover. Shui's going to have to activate here. He's going to track one. A second available, but it's looking good. They could go for it. Nix gets off
Has to sit it.
It's going to get spammed on down. Nix, where's the knife? Where's the kill?
Oh!
Not the Their mental's got to be broken after that one.
He's stolen that one away. The default plan, only one man on the site and all the smokes. They had 3 available on the retake.
I can't
It's
believe
just a
it.
grey screen.
Oh my God, he's just slashing his knife into thin air. That's going to make things so much worse. How do you recover? They're all smiling. They know they've just stolen around. Even TC can't stop himself from showing how much he enjoyed that one.
Yeah, Flashy takes the timeout, understandably so.
Oh
but
my
right
God.
now, as the coach, you come straight back in. You say it's fine. We lost the round. There's still 5 on the table. Their money's shit. They just lost everybody. It was already on the ropes. Right there, everybody goes down. They got the rounds, but right now we can break the money. We break the money here, we break open this half, and we get back into things. If you want to play at this major, if you want to play again tomorrow, you need to start putting it together, Liquid. It needs to be an inspirational one right now. Not a what comes next in terms of the play. The strategy was fine. You were in the site. The post plant is what sucked. You weren't expecting those smokes, and that's been snatched away. Passion with a statement. As the looks of despair continue, Flashy, this is the tough part about coaching. It's the human side. You know the X's, you know the O's, but right now you got to find the key to the heart of these Liquid players to get them back in this.
Hazok's missed his shot. Smoke break. Is Kvem going to swing? Oh, expecting Ultimate to take a look. Missed shots on either side, firing through the smoke grenades. It's JT tucked on short side. Will Liquid be able to rebound? Bounce back. Money very fragile here. For Passion, distinct advantage in the buy from Team Liquid.
It's going to be an A-round flash. That's going to Grim going to activate.
Just on the fade. Nuts is ready. Nuts is ready. Catches Grim's aggressions.
Okay, now they're going to hunker down over towards A. Naf will be the late piece. If JT can find him, it'll soften it up, but the site should still be theirs. Hazok is low.
Hazok versus Ultimate. It's a head-to-head he's willing to take. Takes down. A lovely second. What a sequence. And now another one available for Kvem. Tracks it comfortably.
They know he's middle.
Especially now as he unloads his mag. Makes it all too clear, the 1v3. Careful now, Nix spamming smokes, could have got caught. Licking their lips with the bomb down ramp. It's right there for the taking. And 8th on your CT side. They would have bitten your arm off if that was offered to them today.
Yeah, this is massive for them. They've had their struggles so far throughout the major. On this map, right, it was going to be called against you as a weakness. Then that's probably what you're hoping for the moment like this. You're getting your reps in, you brought it in, you're pracking on it. And right now, this would be the breakthrough moment. Send Liquid packing. Get to play another day. As Naf, surely he's just saving right now. He's gone. I thought he was rerouting to go A-ramp and give it a go, but now that he's gone around the world, he's just going to hold on to this. Hazok needed this double, right? You lose that opening kill, and Hazok delivers. That really softens things up. Kvem gets to activate. He gets his 2-piece feed as well, and Eaton good, a passion.
I imagine Team Liquid's comms are going to be rather quiet.
Look, it's been a tumultuous year for them. They've changed roster a bunch of times, right? So they removed Yakinda at the tail end of last year. I'm pretty sure that's after making... Did they make the playoffs in Shanghai? I don't think. I don't think so, right? I feel like I've maybe overcooked the pooch on that one. But Either way,
they did make the roster change.
And then Yakinda goes out, who we know had some woes. And from the, they were the quarterfinals of the Perfect World Major. So they come into this year, they get rid of Yakinda, right? That was with Twist at the helm. Then they come into this year, they bring in Nerds to replace Yakinda. They're hoping for an aggressive piece. Well, Nerds actually has probably more of a similar player profile to that of Twist's. So that doesn't work. They get rid of JKS right before IEM Melbourne, which is a real kick in the dick, to be completely honest with you. And then they bring in Shuey to be the in-game leader. They change leadership. Twist don't want to be there. He ends up leaving the roster, going back to FaZe.
This is more aggression. Grim is just constantly undeterred. He tried it Ramp, he's trying it Palace. He just constantly wants to be a thorn in their side, and he's way more than that. He's the demon under their bed.
I can't say the same thing with the scoreline like I did on Train, right? Right now, you were attempting to salve. If you can win this and you get 8-4, okay. But you're right now in a 3v5 disadvantage situation. So I don't see you salvaging this.
Flag forced away by the Flame. Hope wanes, Elige jiggled out. Kvem happy to take the biff, doesn't manage to hit the pre-fight. It's Nerds working on this smoke. Spam trying to bait him in. Master steps, and thank you very much, Grim says as he takes another head. Last seen Palace, now Con walking around the corner. Oh, a double take. Ultimate didn't have a diligent clear. It's just Elige, not 5 alive. Not 5 alive against the lead, just the one constellation frag, but it is slipping through Liquid's fingers.
Yeah, the bar on this map is 405, and again, this is it, right? This is not a team that I'm going to attest to having a strong mental at all. They are done. They are done like a dog's dinner. Even if they salvage 2 at the half, it is going to need to be some massive comeback. They have to dig deep. Liquid are looking like elimination lies ahead.
They're just not letting any of these extremity lurks do anything without someone trying to test them.
They are the ones dictating the tone of the game.
Every round.
They've only been bulldozed in mid once. That's where the one round came in. Elige got the double.
They're doing it again. You send the AWP, you have Grim and JT close ramp.
This is what happens when you're owning like this. You're in the flow state. Everyone's calling their shot, making the plays, opening kill at range. Kvem spans down Shuey.
Oh, he gets away with a long spray.
Ref, throw in the towel.
Kvem gets to dip back thanks to the smoke. Fakes the runaway, lets them in. No, it's going to be parked. Actually, no, he's going. He's going. He's trying to be that hero. This is that nuisance you were discussing, the Nerds nuisance. Kvem might even be calling it clear, but little does he know that Nerds has managed to burrow deep behind enemy lines.
Nerds isn't actually going for a play. The longer he stays here, if JT ever heads back through spawn, he won't be ready for it, but Nerds isn't looking in the right direction, so might get caught off.
This is funky now. Surely they want Nerds to activate.
He needs to make some type of a move to cause the mid-round chaos. He can't just sit here the whole time waiting for rotations. JT's coming back now.
Here we go.
JT's got him. JT's got him!
Oh no! Nerds gets caught! That was it. That was their golden goose. That was the flank at least. Never mind. JT gets a freebie. It couldn't get worse.
And you've got Grim up in apps.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be Falcons to lose this. It's just not going to happen. JT's there, walking out, back turn, good cover from Ultimate.
Now Grim.
Oh, he does manage to remove Ultimate. That's a belated trade. Now awkward more for Naf and Elige. Halzok picking him apart. It is just falling away. It is horrible. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. 10-1.
You know what is crazy about that whole move? So Nerds gets all the space. Oh, that is 3 from 3 tactical timeouts in the first half called by Flashy. Well, he's still believing. Well, he's got to be. I guess that's his job. But in that situation, as soon as you note Nerds in spawn, it actually informs you, even though it wasn't guaranteed at that moment, it was going to be an A play, right?
Oh.
Well, because he's transitioning.
Oh, he's walking towards walking towards CT.
Right? So you're like, well, guess what, guys? They've just told us that they are coming to play A.
His intention was there. Yeah, bang.
So it was so early, and Liquid were not even in a position because Nerds took the space, was hoping to find a rotation, and it looks like Flashy is going to get eliminated here today, unfortunately.
How many of these highlights, when we run through it at the end of the map, are Liquid not looking at Passion? I mean, just the pathing. It's not been working out for them. Passion are flowing nicely. And I love your framing as well when you talk about how many reps, how many close, narrow losses on a map that you're trying to reintegrate into the map pool or integrate for the first time. Kvem, you're a big reason as to why.
And he's at the top of the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, he's delivering his team.
Oh,
how's that? Oh, okay, so it goes back and forth. Kvem goes wide! Kvem gets 3! Strafes on out for the multi! Liquid left wanting once more. Good clears from Naf. Nerds picking up the piece. Puts it into a 1v2 clutch. I think that bomb's going down. Grim does too. He's got the knife out, heading market.
He can stop the cross.
Good.
Ooh.
Ooh, tracks him, spots Nerds on the cross back.
Knows where both are.
He does know where they are. Oh, and Naf is there, long range Galil to get a little bit of something. Is that hope, or is that just cosmetic? 10 rounds, only 3, and Liquid are out of the major. Welcome back, folks. This could be the last couple of rounds we see from Team Liquid here at the StarLadder Budapest Major. Shortcomings on train, Passion picking up the first map, now coming into what should be home soil.
It's interesting with these replays of the faces. That early response there with Elish saying nice try to Nerds was, what, the second round of the game with the Deagle in play, where he had a couple of nice shots and got a plan that he shouldn't. And that has probably been the highlight of this T-half, other than Elish running down mid as a Marauder. Brought to you by our official betting partner as we do get this second half underway. And Passion win this, there will be 4 maps of Counter-Strike played so far on the B stream, 3 of which being absolute drubbings. Vitality owning Bait, Falcons owning Imperial, and would you believe it, JT on his permaban of Once Upon a Time, now the new in the map pool, looking to blow out Liquid on their best map.
It's not the major exit Liquid would have wanted. It's Elish though, and he's got a bullet between his eyes thanks to Kvem, boosted up, set up to succeed. Ultimate though, he can shoot. He demonstrates with a nice double. Halzuk with a rebuttal. Takes him down, accelerating, not vulnerable to Nerds. They're going to path into Naf. Weird. Can't go through the murder hole. Halzuk does bring him down, wins it out. Now they can slow things down. Looking for the 2 of them.
Okay, Shui has to worry about the vent to B. Oh, but he's worried about A.
Oh, and Nerds provides the covering. Great shot. Liquid holding on.
Okay, dicey round, and it looked like once Elish started there and Window was about to rip off that headset, but his teammates keep the round together, and if you consider the last of the first half and the first of the second half, the first consecutive rounds for Liquid. So this is going to be an awfully long way back in. And at what point does Belief start to creep across the table? It is going to be a force buy without the plant. And also, because you're so close on Passion, you need to keep it together too. We know this team's mental is also quite susceptible with the leg slams from Halzuk, the table adjustments, the chair adjustments. Grim never looking too happy either as Grim catches a bit of a nade for light flak damage, but wants to get you on the jumps. Still searching, wants to pressure Naf, who's on his own. Nerds will chip in from short, but Naf needs to delay. Here comes Nerds back over, they're out.
Yeah, they are going to start stretching out. Naf with a double kill, and there's covering fire from Nerds. Excuse me, it was Nerds with 2.
And it wasn't
there's
a force, actually.
No, it wasn't. It was just Nyx.
Just Nyx, so... Yeah, okay. So Nyx is the one who invested, so now there will be the buy. We are going to get 3 AKs of Galil, and then Nyx will just be operating on a Deagle or a Tech 9, so make it a little bit lighter. So what was 10-2 is now 10-4. There's a bonus round available for Liquid, but because you were so close with your back against the wall, when you have these type of bonus rounds, you might not be as aggressive as you'd want to be if, let's say, it was a 6-6 half, right? You want these MP9s to get stuck in. You want to be making a move with them and really extrapolate the most value. So mid-standard smoke, top cap. That's from JT. Kvem's going to be on a big lurk. The other three set up towards A. Ultimate, will he be flashed in? Shui can set this one up. He's just jump spotting for now. Ultimate plays close. Not playing for mid Liquid. They're more worried about the extremities. Sure, Naf's somewhat isolated, but remember, Nertz is tethered close.
Ooh, they're theory crafting some aggressions. It's ultimate, though. Ooh, he gets nothing. Shui makes up for it. Still knocking on that door. Elise will catch the aggression through the con smoke. Fem goes down. It's Elise with a multi-kill.
Nice round.
Flick as well for number 3. Quick shut down of the rifles. Trying to build their own blue wall in order to secure another life.
If Elise gets going with the key positions that he plays on this map, right, he can be everywhere. It'll feel that way if you're Passion. So now it's 10-5. It's going to have to be another partial for Passion. It's crazy how quick even a 10-2 lead can slip away.
And it's, you know, it's no longer such a rarity as well. MR12, CS2. It's a long list of teams that have fallen foul to pressure on the half change.
Pretty quite quick on the underpass scaling. Has been incendiaried. I think he wanted to be on a faster timing.
Nix again with a bit of an overinvestment. Poor guy's not going to see a rifle for a while.
It's 3,400 next round. He'll be fine.
He'll be all right?
Yeah, 3,400.
Ooh, and with the leash going down, Grim has managed to open up the account for a conversation in these sidearms. I say that as an attempted double. JT's managed to find Nerds.
So now you know, B anchor alive, A anchor alive, AWP. That's the info you're working with.
And Grim, oh, he retrieves it. Is he going to get away? Just jumps out the window, says thank you for the AK.
I think he should hang around because he can patrol rotations. It's a tough clear.
He's going to be cleared by Naf.
Because of the vent, it's hard.
It is, but I think he can find the angle. Oh, it's not so easy. So reveals that the B player is short.
Now
StarLadder, there's the jump out the window, but Naf will just pluck him from the skies.
Okay, Ultimate
and
has
he's
to
got
miss.
this. He can't miss this shot. It would open up an avenue into the side. Nice little peek into the AWP. JT going to go down.
Oh,
and Krem's Deagle is in town.
Okay.
Naf, got to be careful here. Shui's a mile away, does nail it, so impactful round there from Naf.
Yeah, Naf steady, right? 2 important kills, and they actually couldn't get back Ultimate's AWP. Fortunately for him, he has 6.9, so he can get dropped one or buy one himself. So no issues there, but that's a little bit wonkier than they would have hoped for. Now it's just a 4-round gap. Is Hauser going to bring out an AWP of his own design? Right now he is yet to buy. First timeout called by TC. Things have been flowing so nicely for him up until this juncture. Wants to get on the microphone, see if he can call an adjustment. There's only been 4 rounds played in the second half, but none of them have netted the bomb going down. The closest they've gotten is just 2 Liquid players staying alive. So they're right there in the conversation of being able to break through. But if you wait too long, this could be going the distance to the third. And it never felt that way in the first half. But remember, at a certain point, this will go from, all right, boys, we're down in the dumps, to we're back in this. And if we win this map, it becomes a best-of-1 on Nuke.
Best-of-1 on Nuke, where you've potentially managed to get under Passion's skin.
Exactly. So it's mental warfare at the moment.
Oh, for sure. I think it was at the moment we saw this matchup head-to-head, especially with the stakes on top. You know, this is the World Cup of Counter-Strike. Everyone wants a ticket to those playoffs, and now you're just fighting for survival day 2.
Might be the battle for the bottom here in the sense that you've got Shui with only 4 kills and Nix with only 5. So any impact that those two can have will be huge.
Ultimate seems destined for an opening, and there it comes. Down goes Grim. AWP starts B.
Kvem's got a bit of a gap here, Alex.
He's working up mid.
Yeah, this is a great timing for Kvem.
He's oh, nade out for Elise. Lucky to be alive. Krem's now position noted. Will be blocked by Nertz's smoke. Elise might go looking for a rotation. Concedes the space in window.
Nix is waiting on the fade. Nix is waiting on the fade against... Oh, Ooh, had a fight there against Ultimate. Does force him off the line, so they know that the AWP's still on B. Naf's in spawn, mate.
Naf is making a move. It's one hell of a flank, especially considering the bomb is outside the B apartments. Does he path mid? Does he go for the full round the world? JT considering this option here.
It feels like it's going to have to be underpass to A, and Naf is going top mid. So Naf's going to mow him down.
Perfect. This could be another impactful Naf round. Has he booked him with this one? Yes, he has. Look at them. Sitting ducks for him. Halzuk does spin around to stop it.
Shui's the only one here right now.
Pathing in towards the A side.
He's just smoked off.
Fem can hold rotations. Shui flashed off.
Open for
Planting. Not vulnerable, safe and sound. Shui, however, picks off Nyx. It's a 2-on-4, but that bomb is planted. Is there anything to be said about this one? Kvem versus Halzuk. It's Elige versus Kvem, and Elige does reign supreme. Halzuk in the clutch, but no real conversation.
It's planted for him, though.
Sure, and there's low HP. Maybe you're right. Maybe this conversation is available. Jumps out and found by Shui. Important to be playing forward there to ensure a safe defuse. Liquid find another, so these consecutive rounds are running. It was the 7th, if my math is correct, 7th round where we saw the first T round from Liquid in that first half. Currently, Liquid are running away 5 consecutive.
Yeah, so the belief is creeping back in now. It's no longer that defeatist mentality. The bomb going down with the lost bonus, right? That's the first time that the bomb has been planted.
And you can see Kvem does like this map.
Yeah, he is 17 kills at the top of the table right now. Has had assistance from some of his teammates in key moments. But Naf, Elige, they're starting to activate. Ultimate's having some moments too, so they're working back into this now. He's just going to be direct. Going straight in with an A execute. Shui's on the site, has a smoke over towards Palace, has Ultimate also to assist. So how good is this exec?
He's going to get cheeky with it. Ultimate's been caught. No trade available because Shui's provide the covering fire. Again, Grim down. 2-man advantage for Liquid. Passion just spamming smokes, hoping a bullet connects, and it's Shui's that are connecting right now. JT brings down Nerds.
Getting wrecked.
Oh, wow, that nearly killed Elige. JT just a little burst through the smoke, forces Elige back. It's Shui's round here. Is that a quiet one? 3 kills. And another round for Liquid.
Yeah, the dialogue's completely shifted now. This game is just back on. I understand they're still just walking that fine line, but what was a massive void has been closed up. And Passion again, sure, they look like a team who are seasoned on this map, but we know that they are not. This is something that is still new for JT to be able to call, and this is, you're on the T side now, right? This is where you have to be able to find the solutions, and at the moment, that's not the case whatsoever.
There's a firework display going on out there.
Yeah, well, with Torji playing, you know that Budapest is going to turn out to support their boy. I think if we take a look at that M80 game and you look at the first half there, that was 6-6. So it shows that they're Passion do have something to work with on their T side.
But a lot of it revolves around these kind of, not gimmicks, I don't want to use the word gimmick, but you know, these Grim walks through smoke, so hoping people aren't looking. We saw him try it there in Palace. We've seen him try it on the CT side to great successes with his aggress set up by his teammates. But on the T side, it seems like Liquid have kind of got his number.
What won them rounds against M80 was direct calling, sight hits.
Right.
And
well, it worked on their train as well.
Yeah, so look, if they're going to try and play default with mid control and underpass, I think Liquid will have their number in that regard. And this was a sight execute. That's why you see him coming through the smoke, because he has to, right? Yeah. They're hitting the site. That's the call. That's what you do. And you're hoping that you're able to capitalize that your util is on point, or they're not in the positions that can lock you out of those spots. So a 2-round gap and AK saved, the second tactical timeout called. And well, this is a run of rounds right now that is to be feared. I don't think you can, like, you could shove, right? So you could get out a couple of Galils and you could join JT into the mix, but I think it's best to operate with a partial behind this and then get the full again if you really want that Halzuk AWP. But if you want a Halzuk AWP, that's less indicative of an execute and more indicative of a default and looking for picks with the AWP. Speaking of AWP, his ultimate back in the feed.
Yeah, sure, he goes completely overlooked and he farms up 3.
Yeah, and the frustration's creeping in on the other side of the server, so...
It is just who can tilt less. Like,
yeah.
That's what this battle is.
And if you get your tilting out of the way in the first half, then maybe, just maybe. But this will all come down to the finest margin. There'll be one moment with an explosion where a player gets caught with a nade or a break of a smoke and a kill goes the way that it shouldn't. We We know that JT can have massive moments, right? This is an in-game leader who can get a clutch.
Set from Liquid, you can see 4 players having a little gander. Elige was vulnerable to the boost, doesn't quite go down. It's a scout for Hauser.
Catch that.
To his face. Misery amplified now. Elige just gets the one, put down. Shui's ready for your walk through the smoke. And that's another round for Liquid. So a 1-round gap. It felt like it was really out of control. It felt like Liquid were about to be on the chopping block. But they have come into this CT side and showed anything Passion can do, we can do better on Mirage, CT side hall.
I wonder if you get one of the less media trained members of Liquid, if let's say they win this series and you get them, you take them to one side after you go, did you guys really think after the 10-2 half you were going to win? Like, if you get Elige, he's going to say, yeah, you never stop believing. But if you take somebody like Naf, he'll probably give you the real deal. But okay, fully strapped now, running out of chances, Passion.
Send their seasoned Mirage veteran Kvem to be the brute force on mid. JT to join him through under, just him. It's Grim working on ramp control. A standoff all across the map. It is that default spread once more. Dead silence on Mirage. You could cut the tension with a knife.
Yeah, it's key how many pieces of utility that Passion are holding on to you right now, but the same to be said for Liquid. They still have 2 players who essentially have full belts of utility. And that's going to be key, right? They're going to be able to block a lot of choke points with that when the execute comes in, so you can play smoke molly defense. JT's up through con.
Kvem does. Good pathing from Nerds, gets away from it. Might be caught by the forward position. Kvem has caught down the short player.
Pressure on now.
Yeah, it certainly is. This is a vulnerability the Team Liquid may not be accustomed to. You've lost Nerds early, pressure applied. Nav will tuck behind the smoke. Safe from the Molotov. The bomb's moving to join them in middle.
JT's up in window.
Oh, he's been boosted, yeah, okay.
He jumped up himself, but either way, Elige might be aware.
Free frag for Ultimate, doesn't get connected on.
Huge from JT.
Does catch Elige on the window
sandwich,
position.
20 seconds.
He's tucked on sandwich. It's an opportunity for a hero
Has
play.
to go massive.
Can the captain deliver? On the cross, he's cleared. Kvem knows his angles, clears it nicely, and there's the breakthrough. There's that 1 round you were just discussing.
Okay, Naf, well, you're going to go through Palace right now. They need to hold on to their guns. I don't imagine they get too far away from the bomb. Nyx is investigating. JT's over towards the window room. Grim's watching ramp. Hauzerk is completely trained on Palace with the AWP, but I don't imagine he's going to want to stay here forever. And Naf not getting any closer to the bomb. I thought maybe he'd attempt the Goblin defuse on the way out the door. But even limiting a couple of these guns and forcing the rebuys into the next could be nice. So here's one. Grim goes down. Sorry, Kvem goes down. Excuse me. It's Grim up next, and he will hold on. But there's a whole lot of cash that you have to get through. You've got 13K on Ultimate, 14K on Shui. The polls are rich right now. Nerds and Elige can buy themselves. Naf will need a buy. And Kvem gets the opener. JT gets the jump on Elige. And then from there, the dominoes just keep on falling. Shui, with the time, would have had to have gone absolutely gargantuan in that moment. But that's the first of what needs to be 3. So still 2 more of those. Do you go with the same pace? Hauzerk doesn't think so.
Try his luck on that window fight. Get himself across the taps, try and challenge any of those short players. It's Naf that started there this time.
And they've gone into double AWPs, right? The rifles were working so well, so double AWPs is crazy considering what you've been able to post so far.
You're just hoping that perhaps in their clunky approach, you get gaps and opportunities. Now Kvem does!
Done it again!
Punishes Ultimate! K takes down the AWP, it's JT removing Elige, and then you just go strafing into the second. Hauzerk's AWP connects, Grim gets a freebie onto Palace, Liquid just jump into the Passion jaws.
And now you have an AWP to try and fight for your honor. You're going to either try and hold on to this, Nerds, or you're going to try and get stuck in for a 1v4. The A site is open for business, the bomb comes over, and Nerds, you're not getting away with this one, mate.
He's going to get sidelined. Just not ready for this. A creepy, crawly Nyx. A one tap to the skull. He's playing it safe. Just knows the kill's going to come to him eventually. And a secondary AWP investment has not worked out for Liquid whatsoever. Not the knife kill. Truly is a twist of the knife. Team Liquid, it started to look like they were believing. And it's 7 consecutive Chad and 2 now in response from Passion.
And those 2, Kvem get the opening kill in both of those occasions, right? So he has come up massive in these dying stages when they need him. The Ukrainian organization It is a
JT, not letting Elige get away.
Board, isn't it? Yes, it is a great one back. And look at this, final round, or potentially, and money broken. Naf's just with a 5-7. The rest have M4s. There's an AWP again. There's only one kid if we get into a post plant. And it looks like they want an uppercut.
Oh my God, Halzuk's alive and kicking. Missed his shot on that stairs player.
Surely let Kvem play first again. Let this guy go for an opener. Don't have him on the lurk. Should we an ultimate on A? Elige patrolling window. Nerds and Naf hunkered down over towards B. Elige calls middle clear for the interim. Kvem is going to throw out a window smoke. Or is he? Everyone chilling. It is the time that they are allowing. JT is the one who is on the alert. The in-game leader playing through the underpass. Kvem now heading back towards top mid. Halzuk's also backpedaling away from A, worried about a palace push. Still looks like they want to finish on this site. Shui's currently up on the balcony. Ultimate's over towards Ticket. Naf could call B clear in a moment. They might have to go for an info play. They don't have a lot of that liquid.
Yeah, in pursuit of info.
That util tells of a potential B split, but at least he's nothing.
Ultimate remains posted. Shui tucked on dark. It's Ultimate. He wants to try and draw that first blood, but he's let one go. Elige versus JT. Crouches in and finds the headshot. JT's got the opening. Shui with the response. Quick flick out of Ultimate's AWP, trying to hold on, trying to survive. Liquid's Major, is it going down like this? Is this the last round they see in Budapest? 20 seconds as the bomb goes down. It's Naf and Nerds. Everything to play for and everything to be lost if they cannot convert on the retake. A kit, an AK, and a dream. A single flashbang, a kill onto Halzuk. It's Grim and Nyx representing North America to take down Team America, Team Liquid. Time is ticking. You got to get on that, Naf. You got to get on that. It's a fake. He's getting some. Oh, hits the headshot on Grim. Nyx to be the hero. And I think this time, I think we go again.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pick up that kick, get the defuse, and they just hold on. All right, well, they've got two more opportunities to try and pull that off as they pull us into double digits for Team Liquid. 12-10, another close map. What looked like it was going to be a blowout in the first half has definitely found its heat.
That shot from Naf, if he doesn't win that duel, if they get away with that info that he's off the defuse, different round. Nuts just gets that trade necessary. They are on the brink, Chad. And that is the last time I will see until OT.
Okay, well, it is a slightly better looking buy on the Passion side of the server. Everybody has an AK, there's an AWP for Halzuk. Ultimate gets his AWP back, but Elige is operating with a FAMAS. Is someone else going to take the sacrifice for Elige? It would likely be Naf if it was going to be a player. And that type of moment, you bang on, right? For Naf, if they're not coming to his site and they're going onto the other side, to retake in a dire situation like that, those kills are worth so much.
Yeah.
And they keep you in it for a moment. It might not matter at the end of the day. Something I do note here is they only have one defuse kit. Ultimate has 1,300 left over. He could have bought one. So that might not matter at all. Yeah, Nerds has one, but only one.
There's only one.
You could have had two.
We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. What's the plan? What's the play?
Again, they're just letting the clock rot early, right? Making sure they don't give a casualty over as an opening pick. We've seen Ultimate find success on this position before. No, it's not starting short. Naf is the joker over towards A, traditionally the B defender. So they are hedging. I'm expecting some type of an A finish.
Halzuk reveals the AWP. Pressing. Ooh, the wall back connects. Nerds takes a lick of damage through the wall. Halzuk has him softened up. Smoke window. Nerds plays across. Nullified for 20. 50 seconds on the clock for this T finish. Passion start to search and opening.
That's the AWP.
Found. How's he done that? That was a solo V AWPer. Hang on, that's an opportunity. The conversation, oh my God, it's starting to shift. Nerds has been caught. Grim's probing Palace.
They might not expect Naf still.
Yeah, Naf is a bit of a joker in the dark position.
Bomb's
Where's that bomb going, though? It's going B. Elige needs to get over there as soon as he can, but he's got to worry about JT on that flank. JT reserved. Forward position, util thrown. Elige hoping to catch him on the cross. They spotted him out. Halsberg hits the headshot. Elige is gone, confirming Naf is nowhere. JT can catch Shui here. He's done it as well. It looks like that's it. JT can close it down. Liquid running out of time, running out of players. It's only Nafly that can save them.
That kid from Nerds. There's no way you're getting that.
It's too far away.
The time's going to be the problem. Naf has no chance.
Absolutely right.
This one's done.
If only there was a kit on site. 13-10. Liquid eliminated at the hands of Passion UA.
That is the first team removed from stage 3. And the fact that they brought it back from 10-2 down in the first half doesn't matter. Ifs and buts and maybes. Passion march on for another day of play here at StarLadder Budapest. And the run comes to its close. It's been a tumultuous year for Liquid. A whole bunch of different